Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can. Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself, besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-uppiness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-uppiness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
What's good, homies? What's good? It's your man, Dr. BOA. We back up in the joint again, man. Doing our thing the way we know we should. I don't really like this color right here, man. Let me change this color on the camera right quick. Y'all give me a quick minute. All right, that's better. I can rock with that, man. I can rock with that. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me loud and clear, man. Y'all should be able to see me. Should be able to hear me loud and clear, man. Y'all let me know if you can. Cool Rob, J Lax, FM Chico, Brownson, what up, BA? C Rod, what up? Michael, what up? Young, Brownson, God fearing warrior, what up? Dev, what up, homie? All right, we coming in loud and clear, man. That Ecamm Live, man. What's happening with the Ecamm Live, man, is you got to be on the Ethernet. Like you got to have your Ethernet hooked up. So you got to have your landline internet hooked up. It doesn't function well with Wi-Fi, man. So that's why we could come on StreamYard, man, and get a clear stream right off the bat. Law, what up, man? What up? Let's get the people, man. Just a little bit more time to get in here, man. We'll get going. We get about a couple of hundred people in here, man. So this is one, man, that I've been waiting to do, man. I've been looking forward to doing this one, man. Like I really have. I've been really looking forward to doing this one, man. V, what up? Big Reg, what up, homie? SJ3, my brother, salute. Peaceful, what up? Carl Smith, what up, man? Let's get it, people, man. A few minutes, man. Just a couple of minutes to get off in the joint, man. We always have to crank it up with alphas up, betas down. It's the motto, because that is the motto for us, at least. That is the motto for us. I don't really like that camera angle either, man. All right, that's a better angle right there. I guess I could be showing the unsubscribe, man. Let me show that unsubscribe right quick. All right, yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, man. Let's get ready to do this thing, man. Leroy Cash, welcome to the Alpha family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Big JD, what up, homie? What up? So here's the deal, man. Here's the real deal. Relationships in America are done. They're over. They're really are done. Somebody has to be from somewhere else. A man and woman who are both born and raised in America simply cannot have a long-standing relationship. Yes, they all start off good. So I don't want to hear nobody who's been married for a year talking about, yeah, man, I found me a good one. No, tell me that 10 years later. You can't have that. AJ, what up, Alex? You can't have that. Not in this particular society. Somebody has to be somewhere else, mainly the woman. Someone asked me, hey, man, what do you think about finding a wife in another country? And I said, if you want a wife, you better find another country. You can find any woman who wants to get married. All women want to get married almost. You know what I'm saying? There are a very small percentage of women that don't want to get married, but very few women want to be wives. And there's a difference. But let's be honest. It's not all the fault of women. Just like these men around here, man, who are just running through, just trying to knock down as many women as they can. Yes, that's not the way to live. We don't live like that. That's not an alpha way to live. But those men do it. But it's not entirely their fault. See, the bottom line is the way relationships are jacked up, both men and women are responsible in their Jezebel and simp form. The reason we are the way we are with women, we don't trust no woman, we ain't finna look at a woman, because all of the Jezebels that we've come into contact with, that our friends are coming into contact with, that the alpha sphere is coming into contact with, that men outside of the alpha sphere are coming into contact with, that beta males, alpha males, pimps, simps, everybody has come into contact with. But the reason a lot of women behave like Jezebels is because of the simps they've come into contact with. Simps are just as much responsible for the Jezebel culture as the Jezebel themselves. Because women respond to the men they deal with the same way men respond to the women they deal with. There are no women being raised to be wives in America because their mothers were not raised to be wives. Their grandmothers may have, depending on how young they are. But we're 4 or 5 generations removed from the time when a woman was raised to be a wife. A woman is raised to be a partner, a business partner. That's why this whole marriage as a business thing has come about, because as a man, you have to accept that women view marriage as a business. You can't very well go into marriage with the same old school mindset when a woman views it as a business. If you're going to enter a relationship with someone, you have to understand their outlook on the relationship, their viewpoint on the relationship, how they view the relationship, what they think about the relationship. And that's your responsibility as a man and as a woman. Carl Smith, appreciate you coming through, man, with the sponsorship of the show early in the game. You can teach an old man a new way to live. You can, brother. You can. You can teach an old man a new way, a new way to live. You can't teach an old woman nothing. Old woman thinks she knows everything. You can't even give her no advice on nothing. She thinks she knows everything. Now, let's get into some of these things. See, there's a reason that men think all women are looking for a come up and they're all scallywags. See, the modern woman doesn't believe that selling her body makes her the same as a working girl who's working the Las Vegas Strip or working one of the casinos on the Las Vegas Strip, or even a call girl who's on call to come through and take care of men, or the girls on OnlyFans don't think they're the same as the girls who work the turf. That's why they're more likely to do it. See, when you can undemonize something, you're more likely to do it. If you can convince yourself that there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, you're more likely to do it, especially women. So the majority of women don't think that having multiple men who you're intimate with, who are paying you and giving you trinkets and treasures for your time and your intimate experience, it's the same thing. They don't think anything's wrong with it. As we wrap our mind around that as men, how are we going to view a woman as anything other than that? See, we know it's the same. But a woman who does that doesn't want you to view her the same as a girl who's working the turf. She wants you to view her as a woman who just using what she got to get what she want. Well, what do you think the girls on the turf are doing? They're using what they got to get what they want. Flam, salute famo. That's what they're doing, man. So if you believe selling your body is not the same as another woman selling her body, because you're able to get a date with it, or you're able to spend the night, or you're able to go to a movie, there is no difference. There's two kinds of women in the world. There's wives and harlots. There's two kinds of men in the world. There's alphas and betas. There's simps and pimps. There's players and men who get played. All these other distinctions can be compartmentalized into one of those two. Pick the one you want. Every woman can be either pushed into wifey category or harlot category. Every man can be pushed into pimp category or simp category. That's just the bottom line. Even if you're not on the turf, if you live your life a certain way, those men who are on the turf can respect the way you deal with women, because those men on the turf have created the game. They created the game. So if whatever game you say you have isn't crafted after pimps, you don't have any game. There is no game without the ism. So if you're not embracing that mindset and incorporating it into your life and your dealings with women, then you are a simp. And simps lead with their wallet. Let me tell you something. It's one thing to have front and flash. Front and flash is something different. Front and flash draws a woman to you because you look like money. See, the one thing you have to understand about pimping is that it's just about understanding women, not female nature, all that simp talk. Female nature is really simp talk. That's why I try not to use the term that often. It's simp talk. Because you don't have to understand female nature. You have to know women. And knowing women We know they respond a certain way to front and flash. Shiny things, women love it. Don't you know diamonds are a girl's best friend? One of the most popular songs in history for women. Diamonds are a girl's best friend because they shine. If diamonds were dull, women would hate them. They like them because they shine, because they sparkle like Toucan Sam in the light, especially at night at the gas station. Boy, have you ever seen somebody Toucan Sam at night at the gas station under those fluorescent lights at night? Wow. Better than a club, I tell you. Just by a little bit, though. Front and flash is okay. But when you cashing women out, you are ruining the game. Because if a woman meets 5 men and 4 of them cash her out, that 5th guy doesn't stand a chance of getting with that woman unless he is willing to cash her out or willing to hold out until she understands he's different and treats him accordingly. What guys don't understand is once a woman realizes you're different, she understands that in order to deal with you, she has to treat you differently. If a woman is used to guys chasing her, begging for her time, pursuing her, trying to get whatever time they can get, if when that woman says, okay, I want to go out with you on Friday night, and guys always say okay. Always say okay. What about that guy who says, now Friday don't work for me. We can get together Sunday. You can fall through the crib, we can eat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Fall through the crib and chill with me on Sunday. Well, Sunday's done. Okay, cool. The majority of women are not used to men dealing with them that way. And it's sad because that just goes to show that the majority of men they deal with are beta male simp manginas. They are beta male simp manginas. And they lead with their wallet. Taking a woman on a date. That's leading with your wallet, because if you don't know this woman, if you don't have any connection to this woman, then you are just taking her out for a free meal. Women love free meals. A woman will go on a free meal with a man that she's not even attracted to, a man that she knows will never get even a sniff of her. But she'll go on a date with him. She'll go on multiple dates with him. Why? Why? Because she knows he is willing to pay in order to be in her presence. I respect a trick more than a simp. A trick says, okay, I live my life, I get my money, might have an old lady at home, might not, but I get my money. You know what I want to do? I just want to have some fun with an attractive woman that's feminine. Let me go ahead and break bread with her. It's better to have a woman who just comes through, spends the night with you one night. She's in there at night. She's out of there in the morning. Y'all have an amazing time that night, and then she's gone. That's more respectable than meeting a woman on a site, paying her the same way, but then doing all of that other stuff, taking her on dates, watching TV with her, taking her out of town on trips, doing all of these things because you don't understand it's just an arrangement for her. You think you're going to find you an old lady on seeking arrangements. That's just like thinking you're going to find a wife on secret arrangement is just like thinking you're going to go out there to the Vegas Strip, pick up one of those girls that's got a pimp waiting on her to come check the trap, and you going to wife her, take her out the game. You just like a man that said, you know, you ain't got to do this no more. I'll take you out of this. I'll marry you. I treat that woman don't want no simp. Guess what, simp? The majority of women don't want a simp. The majority of women on this planet don't want a simp until they don't have any more options. When there ain't no alphas and there ain't no pimps and there ain't no players knocking on her door, ringing her phone, jumping in her inbox, that's when that simp who been chasing her for a long time is going to be there. That's why when a woman gets to a certain point and you are still willing to deal with her and accept her at that point, she automatically groups you in with a simp. Women listen to red pill content. Women listen to alpha content. Women listen to dating coach content. Women listen to relationship content that men make. Women listen to all of this, and all men do is tell women what to expect and how to deal with you. So a woman knows you're a simp because we have told her you're a simp. If a woman got multiple children by multiple men, she in her 30s, 40s, 50s, and you still dealing with her, she knows you are a simp. You can say whatever you want to say. You could be a gangster. Gangsters are some of the biggest simps. You could be a thug. Thugs are some of the biggest simps when it comes to women. You could be rich. Rich guys are some of the biggest simps when it comes to women. You can be powerful. Powerful men are some of the biggest simps when it comes to women. There are simps in every facet of life, and that is why women believe they have so many options in men. I know that the majority of women are used to dealing with simps, so I'm going to treat her accordingly. I'm going to go even harder on her so she can figure out even quicker that I am not a simp. She going to have to understand from day one, baby, you got to deal with me differently because I ain't like them guys. I ain't like them. Jay Stacks, welcome to the Alpha family, brother. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. King, what's up, man? See, here's what you got to understand. Men who cold approach women make women feel like the prize. I say again, men who cold approach a woman instantly make that woman feel like the prize. Instantly. No matter what her confidence level was, no matter what her self-esteem level was, she automatically shoots through the roof and becomes the prize. Because here's the thing. The only man that's going to cold approach an attractive woman is a man who either thinks he's attractive, thinks he's looking good on that particular day, thinks he looks like money, something that makes him feel like he has a chance with a very attractive woman. A man who is looking busted and disgusted is not going to have the intestinal fortitude to approach a very attractive woman on a cold approach. He's not going to do it. There are some exceptions to the rule because that's just his life. But a man who is normally on top of his game is not going to cold approach an attractive woman when he's sweaty from the gym, got sweat all on his shirt and all that, man. He's not going to do it. Here's the problem with that. When you make that woman feel like the prize, she's never going to view you as the prize. And the problem is the majority of you men are okay with a woman not viewing you as the prize. So you are helping women train themselves to believe that they are the prize and men aren't. So when I meet a woman, she's been told her whole life by you beta male simp manginas that she's the prize. She's been treated like something to have, something to behold, something to elevate and put on a pedestal and say, looky, world, look what I got. And then she meet me. And I'm like, well, what you going to do to show me? You know what I'm saying? Your loyalty, your dedication. You know what I'm saying? That I can rely on you to do the things that I want you to do. What you going to show me? And you know what she's saying? Well, I ain't never had to show no man like, you know the one thing that all women tell me? Well, I ain't never met a man like you. I mean, I know that, but I don't have to tell her that. That's another thing. A simp got to tell a woman everything he know. You got to try to be smart with the woman. You got to try to put her in her place with your little smart remarks. You got to tell her, I know you ain't never met a man like me. Shot, ain't no man like me. You use every opportunity. I'm going to give you some game right now, man. This is what these guys call game. See, game ain't about getting a woman. Game is about how you're going to maintain and elevate yourself into a position of power with the woman. When a woman tell me that I ain't never met a man like you, I say, well, that seems like shit, baby. You got a challenge in front of you. You think you up for it? You know, just talking to you so far, I think if you dig down deep inside and pull that feminine woman out of you, then she can handle a man like me. But you know that woman who was dealing with them other guys, she can't handle me, baby. So what you gonna do? You think you can pull her out for me? You know what I'm saying? I might even say, you think you can pull her out for that? I'm gonna ask you if she can pull that out. I'm gonna leave it up to her to tell me she can pull that feminine woman out. She may say, what you mean that feminine woman? You know the woman I'm talking about, the woman that you try to keep suppressed because society tell you weak if you be that way. See, here's the thing, baby. If you be weak for a strong man, it's going to make you feel strong because you're going to be able to feed off his strength. I'm that strong man. Shout to feed off my strength. You can be weak with me, baby. I'm going to take care of you. I ain't going to let nothing happen to you. I'm going to protect your weakness. I'm going to protect your sensitivity. I'm going to protect your femininity with my masculinity. Ain't shit come past my masculinity, baby. So you put that femininity behind my masculinity, that shit's safe, baby. You ain't got to worry about it. That's game. That shit these guys be talking about, game, that's game. If it ain't game, tell them to come on their joint, man, and tell me something tighter than that. That works. that puts a woman in the mindset you want her to be in and takes her off that pedestal and tells her the woman that she been with these simps ain't gonna work for you. Now, this only works if the woman that showed you attraction confirmation and you know she like you now. Don't work if you cold approach a random woman that you got to sell yourself to. When men started selling themselves to women, women stopped selling themselves to men. I don't mean selling their bodies. We'll get to that. I mean selling themselves to men. They stopped proving that they belong when men start proving, hey, I belong with you. The game changed when men said, you know what? That woman is so beautiful. Let me prove that I deserve a beautiful woman like her. Man, I deserve a beautiful woman like her when I woke up this morning. I ain't had nothing else to show. When I woke up this morning and say, hello, world, I'm here. That's when I deserved a bad chick like that. The true kings. Appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna say this is what I've been saying, King. Simps must start getting checked now. A simp should be scared to be a simp in this society. Exactly. A simp should be scared to be a simp in this society, man, because he's gonna get called out. The same way women call out sensitive and feminine women. They call them, what they call them? Pick me chicks. Women call out the women they don't like. They call out the women they think are weak. When in actuality, those women are strong. You know how strong a woman got to be, man, to embrace her femininity in this society? When it's so easy to dominate a simp. It's so easy to run game on a simp. It's so easy to put a simp in the mindset that he's supposed to save women, that he's supposed to do everything he can to make a woman feel like she deserves to be in this world and be the queen of his world. Matter of fact, these guys don't want the woman to be the queen. They let the woman be the king of their world. You got guys around here still selling that dream that you need to be chasing these women. Man, you chase women, man, you feeding right into their hand, man. These women around here talking about, man, if a man ain't paying your bills and buying you a $50,000 bag, leave him alone. You're a fool if you buy a woman a $50,000 bag. I don't care if you got $1 billion. You stupid. It ain't no woman worth no $50,000 bag, you big dummy. Lamont Sanford type of dude. What woman you know worth a $50,000 bag? Not a $50,000 car, a $50,000 bag. What woman you met is worth you spending 50 G's on? It don't matter if you got the 50 G's. I got a little paper. I ain't finna buy no woman no Birkin bag. If I gotta buy a woman a Birkin bag, man, to be with her, man, that woman better get out my face, man. Before I'm gonna make some content about her. That's real law. Half of these women ain't even got $50,000. You're going to buy a woman who ain't got $50,000 a $50,000 bag? You stupid. Any man who promotes that is a simp. And he can't even tell me no way he ain't a simp. It ain't tricking if you got it. Man, it's tricking if you got it. You can't trick if you ain't got it. Hell you mean? You can't pay a woman $5,000 if you ain't got it. You got to have it to trick. I tell you, man, we live in a world where these guys are making these women be something they're not. They're making these women be something they're not, man. See, let me tell you something about the modern woman, bro. Men don't understand. Social media is her God. So she doesn't know who she is. So she's not going to deal with you from the true essence of who she is. She can always put her best face up on social media. She can always put her best body up on social media. She can always put her best environment up on social media. You don't see her when she at home crying to herself because she ain't got over the trauma from her past. You don't see her when she at home throwing stuff against her own wall because she can't get over the trauma from her past. You don't know that she got them tattoos on her arm to cover up the spots where she be cutting herself. Self-mutilation. Because she ain't got over her drama from the past. Her trauma from the past. You don't know why she always wants some man to buy her something expensive. It's based on her trauma from the past. All you see is what she put up on social media. And only a simp goes for that. Only a simp buys into what a woman puts up on social media and says, hey, man, she's beautiful. You ain't never seen her to know she's beautiful. She got a filter on her picture. She got a filter on that filter. And then she got a filter on that filter. Oh, that was the third filter. My bad. These guys are making a life out of pandering for Hot Pocket and paying bras in the process. These guys will pay a woman, then do everything in their power to make sure she gets the most pleasure when they're intimate with her, and then turn around and be a do boy for her. Well, man, tell me what's left. Now, one of these women ain't got to be wives. They can be a scallywag and get somebody to treat them like a wife. How we gonna compete with that? We can't. That's why we don't play that game. We don't play the dating game. We don't play the mating game. We don't play the pickup game. We don't play none of them games. Dog, we grown men. We don't play games. We play life, homie. We play life. And let me tell you the weirdest thing. I want y'all to think about how weird this is. Now, if you hear guys say all the time that women always have a roster of men, put one in the chat. Why I get these super chats. Root Doctor, Blackbird, appreciate the $5 super chat. Church, amen. Black Lagoon, 1987, appreciate the $10 super chat. Salute to you, brother. Good to see you in the joint. Markel, appreciate the $5 super chat. For men like I don't kill cold approach women, and I don't even look at women because they want that validation attention. What do you think about that? Man, I don't pay attention to women, man. Man, listen, when I meet a woman, she either comes to me directly or we're already interacting with one another in some type of business setting or something like that. Even in a relaxed setting, it's either somebody that knows somebody I know, or it might be somebody in the ATL, my cousin train. It might be, you never know who it might be, but we already have some interaction or in the same circle. Like I don't meet just random women, man, who don't. Man, a woman literally got to come to me. And for guys who say women don't come to you, no, they don't come to you. A woman will come to you. She may not come to you directly, but she'll jump in your DM. She'll do that. And for you to still be chasing women, man, the women ain't jumping in your DM like that. And I ask you, why is that? If you have ever heard these guys say that, then put a one in the chat. I forgot what I said now. Somebody remind me what we put the one in the chat for. My mind, man, my thoughts moving faster than I can get them out, man. What was that one in the chat about, man? Somebody remind me, man. My bad. Hey, man, it happened to the best of us, man. Pimps mess up too. Okay, a roster. We're talking about a roster. Yeah. All right, good looking out, films. So let me ask y'all this, man. G Money, what's up, homie? Chris, what up? When you think about the fact that all men agree that the average woman has a roster of men, why do these guys act that way when I say don't go down on women? These guys are saying BOA must not have no women, man, if he don't go down on them. Bruh, if the women got a roster, why are you going down on them? If a woman has a roster, why are you getting a bowl of it? Why are you putting your face into place? Why are you being Mr. Cleanup Man that cleans up the toilet bowl? Explain that to me. You don't have to explain it because you're a simp. That's why. The majority of men in American society are simps. The majority of them are. The majority. And then they turn around and wife up women who don't deserve it. Why are you wifing up a woman that don't deserve it? There are several eliminating factors that you should consider, man, before you wife up a woman. And I'm not even talking about legal marriage. I'm talking about putting a woman in that position in your life. There are several mitigating factors and mitigating circumstances that you should absolutely consider before you're willing to put a woman in that particular position. That is a very important position in your life, a very significant, the most significant position you can put a woman in your life. And you just gonna put anybody in it? Man, let me tell you something. A woman got tough enough time, man, getting me to kiss in the mouth. Real talk. She got a tough enough time getting me to kiss in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because even a virgin might have dropped some dome on somebody. So a woman got tough enough time for me to kiss in the mouth. And that's real talk, man. And I know, and some beta male say my Johnny gonna come in and say, well, that'll be away. I know you ain't got no woman, that'll be away. You talk about you don't kiss her on the top lip, on the bottom lip, that'll be away. You ain't got no woman, that's why you talk all this talk, that'll be away. Talk about you got a woman. Talk about you got a young woman. You ain't got no young woman. You ain't got no old woman. You ain't got no hot woman. You ain't got no cold woman, that'll be away. You ain't got no woman because you don't do the major thing that a man got to do to get a woman. And that's go down there and get a bowl of them, Dr. BOA. I stay downtown, Dr. BOA. Got to be a condo down there. Unsubscribe. Hey, man, look. If that's your thing, man, stay downtown. I hear the real estate is very cheap down there. Maybe a whole bunch of trash in the streets. But I hear that downtown, man, is a wonderful place to be, man. If you want to be in the place where all the other men are, go downtown, brother. Me, myself, I prefer to stay on the outskirts of the city. You understand what I'm saying? I prefer to stay in the county where I don't have the same stipulations to live by. You understand? Chief, what up? So here's the thing, man. Those are the reasons that simps, some of the reasons that simps contribute to the cold, heartless dynamic of the modern relationship. Now let's talk about women. Women brag about having multiple men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more. Women brag about having multiple men. And this particular society, having multiple men is a sign of power for these women. And you know what? It is, because women were not designed to have multiple men. Men were designed to have multiple women. And you got these guys out here who pander this. You should only have one woman. You got to be faithful to your woman. Y'all know one in particular, and this was DJ. Y'all know him in particular. Did all that pandering. Come to find out, he ain't even got one woman. We are not monogamous by nature, men. That is not our thing. Women, on the other hand, are. We are not equals. Women must be. They may not be naturally, but they must be. They must be forced to. But we live in a society where men are willing to be a part of a woman's roster. I want y'all to understand that. Here's a man who's willing to compete with other men for a woman who is not worth anything because of her ability and propensity to be with multiple men. The more men she's with, the less value she has, the less virtue she possesses, the less wholesome she is, and the less likely she is to be worthy of your presence. They brag about having multiple men. They brag about Lori Harvey, talk about that she out here living her life. She'd have been with Diddy and his son. She'd have been with multiple men all over the place.
The woman is running around Hollywood, man, like she broke and finally got a big chance to be around men in Hollywood. Man, she living in the house with Steve Harvey. Man, Steve Harvey is a super trick, and he's willing to pay everything he got for a woman. That woman can get anything she wants, but she wants to be out here traipsing around Hollywood with all these different men. And the crazy thing is, the women who talk the most about that talk, Cardi B, for one, is married to Offset. And here's the thing. I don't know about you guys. I don't really pay that close attention. But I ain't heard nothing about her being with no other dude since she got with Offset. Since she married Offset, since Offset married her, you ain't heard about her running the streets with no other dude. Megan Thee Stallion do all that talk and got a boyfriend. We don't even know who this dude is. When you think about it, the women who talk the most foul stuff are in relationships. And if a woman ain't smart enough to see that what these women talk is just talk, and they go try to live their lives like that, even though the women who are talking, they don't live their lives that way, she's a dummy. And here's one thing you can't stand to have around you, brothers. You cannot afford to have a woman who lacks basic intelligence. She may not have logic, but she can have basic intelligence. Why are you talking about that if you're not doing it? Oh, it must just be talk for entertainment. It must just be talk. Just Chick Sawiti. What other man she been with that got the paper to trick off her home Birkin bags and Bentleys like Quavo? How many men she'd have been with her life that can trick off on her like that? See, he put her in a position to have that expectation. And here's the thing. A woman should expect what a man has given her. Whatever a man gives a woman becomes her new expectation. So if you're a made man and you fly and you popular, if whatever woman you get with is going to believe that she at least deserves a man like you. So her new standard is going to be men like you. You're ruining the game. You're changing the game. It has nothing to do with the women. A woman should expect that because she got that. It's common. It's human nature to expect whatever level you get to. If you get to level 10, from that point on, level 9 ain't good enough for you no more. Level 8, sure enough, don't work. And level 7 make you suicidal. Even though you were on level 5 before you got to level 10. You skip those levels, but to go back to one of them is woo woo. You don't want to do it. The modern woman has more baggage than she has handbags. She probably didn't have her father in her life. Any woman who didn't grow up with her father in her life on a daily basis is damaged. Or at the very least, a father figure. See, the father figure thing works better for girls than it does for boys. A girl just needs a father figure. A boy needs his father, his blood father. Another man won't do it quite as well. Won't bring the best out of him because he is his father's son. So he is going to become what his father is and build on that. A girl, any positive male figure around would do. And so if a woman didn't have that man, she's damaged already. You don't have to worry about anything else. You got to get past that first. You got to get past the damage of that first. And that is a whole lot of damage, brothers. She has not learned what a man is. She has not learned how a woman is supposed to deal with a man. She has not learned how a man is supposed to deal with a woman. She has not learned how to be feminine. She has not learned what a masculine man is. She has not learned anything except how to use what she got to get what she wants. And go out here and take the world on. I don't need no man to survive. Let me tell you something. A woman ain't never said, I don't need no man to get rich. You know what she say? You don't need a man to survive. Who the hell want to survive except a woman? Only a woman would brag about being able to survive. We're men. We don't brag about being able to survive. We don't want to survive. We want to live. We want to live. And there's a huge difference between surviving and living. We want to live, man. But a woman would brag about, hey, you don't need a man to survive. You don't need a man to make it. Make what? Make what? What you making? You never hear him say make what. It just say you don't need a man to make it. Make what? You don't need a man to survive. Survive what? How are you surviving? What's surviving? Surviving is barely scraping by. Survival is barely scraping by. And let me tell you something. A woman with multiple children by multiple men, or even multiple children by the same man, who's a single mother and got to work 2 jobs, is not surviving. She's struggling and scraping by. Struggling and scraping by. And that's nothing to brag about. That doesn't put you in a positive situation. It doesn't put you in a better situation you would have been in with a man. So we live in a society, man, where a woman cannot have the man she has the children by because there's another man out there who's going to come and say, I'll save you. Here I come to save the day. Here he comes to save the day. Yes, sir, when her last man wasn't right, Beta Simp will change her life. Here he comes to save the day. That means that Beta Simp is on the way. The Beta Man Simp Man Johnny is on the way, man. His goal is to prove to women that you don't need that man right there, baby. I'm here for you. That's what he is, man. And they're ruining the world. They're ruining the world. Absolutely ruining the world. See, the problem is men don't make women earn anything. A woman can get anything in the world from a man she has not even kissed before. I want y'all to understand that. Because a woman ain't kiss you, she so ain't did nothing else for you. And she sure ain't showed you no love. Sure ain't showed you no submission because the first way a woman submit to you is intimately, sexually. That's the first way a woman submit to you. And if a woman ain't submitted to you sexually, I can promise you she ain't submitted to you in no other way. But men don't make women earn anything. So she getting everything she want, everything she need, everything she could think of from a man that she ain't gave nothing in return. So you can't even place demands on a woman like that until she realizes you're different. When she realizes you're not like those guys, then you could place your demands on her. You could put her in a different frame of mind at that point. Otherwise, you're dealing with a woman, man, that has an expectation for you to be a simp. That's her expectation because that's all she's had. I'll give you the world and all that you wish for and even more. 'Cause girl, I love you more than you could know. And that's for sure. He'll do all that. And those after 7 type guys are ruining the relationship dynamic. And what do we have to do as men, as alpha men, as the men of the alpha sphere? What do we have to do? We got to break down that foolish wall that a woman has built up. Because that wall only serves the purpose of using beta males. And here's the thing, man. It ain't even worth breaking down because these women will spread themselves so thinly. Modern women don't save themselves for no one, bro. They have as many men as they want to. They have as many sexual encounters as they want to, and they think they still have value after that. A woman to go be with 30 men and think that you shouldn't hold that against her. You crazy. I was holding it against you at 10. Now you'd added 20 more. Of course, I'm gonna hold that against you. But these modern women think they shouldn't hold it. You shouldn't hold it against them. You know why? Because a simp doesn't hold them against her. A woman, no matter who she is, no matter how she looks, no matter what baggage she has, always has an option for a husband. And it's always going to be an option that could have done better than her. But she always has an option. Some man will always lower his standard to that woman and feel blessed to have her. Feel blessed to have her. It's crazy out here, man. And let me tell you something, man. The worst example of this is a man who has a woman who treats him like a low down, dirty dog, and he still keeps her. The woman dogs him out. He complains about her. He talks about her, but he ain't gonna leave her because she got them kids, and them kids ain't even his. He ain't gonna leave her because of some kids she got by another dude. And he don't want her to be alone with them kids. He don't want her to be left to take care of them kids as a single mother. Well, let me tell you something, chump. Any woman who ain't with the father of her children is still a single mother. She just got some simp. But she's still a single mother because them children won't ever view that man like they view their daddy. They always view him as the other dude. On the rare occasion a child is young enough and the father is out of the picture enough for that not to be the case, for that child to grow up thinking you are its father and you treat that child like your own. But the problem is that child will never be yours. And you can say, well, I feel like she's mine. You lying. You convince yourself that you feel like she's yours. You know what it take to have a child. You mean tell me you ain't never been inside the woman before she had the child, and now she got the child, and you talking about, man, that you feel like it's yours? How? How do you feel like it's yours? You're lying to yourself, brother. You are lying to yourself. And that's a sad place to be, brothers. You're keeping a woman who treats you like crap because you don't want her to be alone taking care of the kids that she was already taking care of alone when you met her. You're a real life superhero, man. Real life superhero. And it makes no sense, man. It literally makes no sense for men to be that way, bro. It's sad, man, to be honest with you, man. We talk about it, man, but it's sad, brothers. It's really sad, man. Sad circumstances, sad situation, man. Mr. Dez, appreciate $5 super chat. Make an unworthy woman a wife, which is the highest position she can have in a man's life, is like maxing out and overpaying a bum as a player. It is, man. It is. It's like giving B.J. Armstrong Michael Jordan money. B.J. wasn't really a bum. He was cool. It's like giving Harold Miner Kobe Bryant money. Toro Warrior, what's good, brother? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the New Zealand dub sack, whatever that equate to. Respect Dr. BOA. Peace to the brothers in the Alpha Sphere. Keep serving the Most High and keep His commandments, blessings. Real talk, man. That's our goal. That's our mission. Done, Scully. Welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. That's what you're right, SJ. That's what they want. They want narcissistic praise, man. So let me tell you something. Women who have been hurt in the past, women who have that trauma we talked about earlier, want all men to suffer for their choices and repercussions of dealing with the wrong men. There are repercussions that these women have for dealing with the wrong men. You know what I'm saying? They may have babies by a scrub who don't do nothing for them children. And they want all men to suffer. Here's the thing. If you are with a woman who has a child or children by a man who is a scrub and don't do nothing for her, you are suffering when you take care of those children because you are lowering your standards to do another man's job. And here's the problem. A lot of times these women ain't even went and tried to put the man on child support. Now I know that may be taboo to say in this sector. But man, I keep it a buck. I ain't got time to be playing no game trying to say what dudes want to hear. Let me tell you, if you got children and you don't do nothing for them, you need to be put on child support. You shouldn't have to be. But if you willingly say, I'm not finna do nothing for them children, come in and woman ain't together, hey man, them still your children, you still made them. Still your children, you still responsible for them. And if you don't take care of them, you deserve to be put on child support, man. That's just the truth. Take it how you want to take it. I frankly don't care how you take it. Because you take truth however you want to take it. However you take it, don't change it from being the truth. Kobe, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Women want all men to suffer for their choices and repercussions of dealing with the wrong man. That's why they say all men ain't this. All men ain't that. All men ain't this. All men ain't this. Well, all men are this. They say that because the bottom line is they want you to feel the pain that they couldn't inflict on that man or those men. I don't deal with a woman, man, who got, listen, there's the problem with women who have children by other men. Every woman deep down inside wanted to be with the man she had children by. Now, one child can be a mishap, a lack of caution. Multiple children by the same man, that means that you wanted to be with that man. You had that man children. You thought that was going to be a family situation. And any woman who thought that and doesn't have it is scarred. Whether she admits it or not, she is scarred. Deep scars too, man. I ain't talking about them play scars. I'm talking about them scars, man, where she can't move right sometime, man. Them scars deep-seated down in the tissue, boy. Not them flesh wounds. Hey, Torres, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. You speak no untruths, Dr. BOA. Salute, bro. They're scarred, man. But here's the thing. On the other end, all these men who preach pump and dump and just dogging all women and treating all women bad and running through as many of them as you can and all that. Those men are brokenhearted, man. And those brokenhearted men are just as much simps as those other men who do it because that's how they were raised by women. If your heart is so broken and you are so hurt by women from the past that your goal is to dog out all women, brother, you need some psychiatric assistance. You really do, man. I don't say that in jest. You need some psychiatric assistance, man. You have real deep-seated internal issues from that pain that are causing you to reach out and try to destroy the world around you. And it doesn't make sense. You just the same as that woman who can't inflict the pain that she wants to inflict on those men who did her dirty. You're the same way. You can't inflict the pain on those women who you feel did you dirty, so you're going to inflict the pain on the rest of the women. That's what you're going to do, man. J Doe, appreciate the super chat. Well, Dr. BOA, it's the man's job to pay and the woman's job to stay. Unsubscribe. Goodish, fam. Keep applying pressure to these bras net. Hashtag no pops. Real talk, man. Salute, bro. Appreciate it. That's what it is, Flint. Mommy issues, daddy issues are the main reason for this influx of negative energy when it comes to the relationship dynamic in America. So when guys say, hey, man, should I get a wife from another country? If you want a wife, you should. You ain't going to find no wife in America, man. Ain't no wives in America, bro. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there are no wives left in America. There's partners, business partners. If you want a partner, you can find a partner in America, probably a better partner than you can find anywhere else. She will be your partner, your equal partner in your 50-50 relationship. That's what you find in America, a 50-50 relationship. And I'm going to be honest with you. Men in the alpha sphere do not want such a thing. Me don't want no 50-50 relationship. What me do that for? Me a boss, man. Me a king. One man no king, man. She not even a queen with no king. What me do that for? Man tell a woman she the best thing ever happened to him? Me not tell a woman that thing, man. That's a lie, man. Me no tell a woman no untruth. What you think me do that for, man? No matter what a man say. You want a wife? Go somewhere else and find one. You know, find one in America, man. Me tell you the truth. Me no make a thing up for you, man. Me tell you the truth now. The girl don't want to be she don't want a husband. She don't want to be a wife, man. She want to be a player and she want to spread a pum pum around to every guy, man. The rude boy there, the rude boy here. Every man get a pum pum. Me don't want a tinky thing, man. That thing a stink, man. What am I gonna do with that thing? Take it somewhere, girl. Get it a clean. Take it to a car wash or something. Let a man spray it with a soap. Put a wax on it. You man must understand that a woman no want to be what you want her to be, man. You can't change a woman who don't want to change, man. You hear what me say to you? Me telling you the truth, man. Now back to the doctor. I'm trying to tell you, man. These women don't want what you want. They don't want what you selling. They don't want what you offering. They don't want none of that from you, man. And you as a man have to embrace that idea. You have to embrace the concept that the modern woman does not want what you want to give her. She don't want what your mama wanted. She don't want what your grandma wanted. She don't want what your great grandma wanted. She don't want what your great aunt wanted. She don't want what the African women want. She don't want what the Trinidadian women want. She don't want what the Jamaican women want. She don't want what the Indian women want. She don't want what the Hispanic women want. So stop trying to give it to her. And not only does she not want it, she doesn't deserve it. She's not going to work for it. She's not going to grind for it. She's not going to do the things that are necessary to warrant that thing you're trying to give her, man. She don't want that, man. Collins, appreciate the super chat. God say the simps want to marry these baby moms. Hey, man, real talk, man. They need prayer. Moon Bentley, naturally, we don't want to see women and kids struggle. It's tough. But I mean, you know what, bro? Naturally, we shouldn't care about a woman with another man's kids. Like, we shouldn't want our own kids to struggle and the mother of our own children to struggle. I just don't get how you can tie yourself emotionally into a woman with another man's children. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, we have to start guarding our emotional attachment to women. That's why you should never get emotionally attached to that woman. Then you find yourself viewing her the way her children's father should view her. God didn't intend for us to do that. We're kings. We're kings. Moon Bentley, appreciate the super chat again, man. Thanks for the knowledge, G. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the support, man. And we got to start carrying ourselves as such, man. We have to. Let me tell you something. Men lie to women about their intentions. But those same men, since they're simps for lying anyway, they get caught up emotionally with those same women they lied to. So a man will lie to a woman who he doesn't want to be with long term about his intentions and tell her he wants to be with her long term. Then before you know it, he get caught up because he entered the situation with a simp mindset, of telling a woman what she needs to hear, with a simp mindset of not being honest about the life he wants, with a simp mindset about trying to cater to the woman instead of having the woman cater to him. Then he find himself caught up, and before you know it, he done married the broad. And now he wants some sympathy. But let me tell you something. Can't find no love, no sympathy. What kind of love they've got for me? I'm on my way to happiness, where I can find some peace and rest. There, you can't find no love, can't find no sympathy. When you make these decisions in your life, man, to change your life like that, to mess up your life, you got to deal with those. Same way we got to deal with them when we make those decisions to mess up our lives. Every man is responsible for his own decisions and the consequences thereof, and you got to dig yourself out of the hole that you dug for yourself. Nobody told you to be so stupid that you'll dig a hole for your own self. Are you ready to die? Why you digging graves for yourself then? Don't dig a grave for yourself. When your grave get dug, somebody else supposed to dig it. Somebody else supposed to dig it. You don't dig your own grave, homies. Don't make sense. Haskell 45, appreciate the super chat, man. What it do, BOA? One of these days, could you expound on why you don't eat crotches? You're one of the few Yanks I know that are honestly averse to it. Yardy, by the way. Yeah, man, I got a I put it, man. I got a what's call it, man. I got a video on the channel now about it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you search it, man, I got a video on the channel now about it. Well, about why I don't play around with it, man. Because here's the thing: when you think about why you don't eat crotches, crotches aren't meant to be eaten, man. We eat food. Why are you eating that? It ain't food. It ain't even cooked. It's raw. Please, 7 days, still don't die, and y'all eating it? It ain't nothing to eat. How you gonna put something on a plate and say, man, this food is sure good, then turn around and eat something that's not food? Come on, man. That makes no sense to me. It is the most weak position. It's the weakest position that a man can be in, and it's absolutely bound down in worshiping your woman, man. And if that's what you want to do, cool. And somebody may say, well, B.O., I'll take your woman if you don't do that. No, you won't. No, you won't. She'll come through and let you get a bowl of it, and then she'll come back and she'll come back and let you get a bowl of it, and then she'll be horny from it, and she'll be turned on, but she ain't gonna let you break her back. She gonna come back to me and get her back broke. So I appreciate it. Because whenever you do that, this has happened before. I'm telling you from experience. I had a chick, man, who had another dude who went down on her. And every single time, like it was a dude, man, used to take her out on dates and all that, man. And he just got into the habit of getting him a bowl of it every time they got together. She shoot right to my crib, man. And I'm telling you. And here's the thing. Somebody may say, well, how you know, BOA? Because when you push inside a woman, you can tell if that thing ain't been open, bro. You can tell that. And man, that boy contributed to some of the best sex I ever had in my life, man. Of course, man, she come through, man. We get in the shower, man. If a woman to get in the shower with me, I bathe her body. She thinks it's romantic. She thinks it's sexual. That's me making sure she clean. Ain't nobody gonna clean you like I do, baby girl. Ain't nobody gonna clean you like I do. So a woman get in the shower with me, I bathe her. You did? If a woman is in my life, man, she come through the crib, we already got whatever soap or whatever fragrance, whatever she like to use is already there. How can I keep it there? Because I ain't got no woman that can tell me a damn thing. So if a woman come to my crib, her stuff right down there where it's supposed to be. Shit, toothbrush probably still up on the counter. Still in the toothbrush holder. That's just what it is, man. So I say this. That is not something that I'm going to do. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, man. I ain't going to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really an American thing. American guys are really the only men worldwide who do that thing in droves because American men are weak. American men are weak and they are led by lust. And women control American men because they're led by lust. American men are the only men who are willing to give everything they got to a woman who's not worthy. American men are the only men who are by and large in large droves willing to marry a woman with another man's children and take care of them. And I'm talking about like they're his own, even though they don't treat him like that or respect him like that. American men are the only men who are liable to come out, man, and accept any woman in any condition, no matter what she is, and marry her and wife her up and treat her like a queen. American men are the only men on the planet in droves who just allow women to talk to them and interact with them any kind of way and still reward those women with the gift of their presence. American men are the only men who get out here and chase women down all the time and then say, well, you got to learn to deal with rejection. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'll deal with rejection if I'm trying to get a business deal done and my business plan ain't right. Because I can go back and fix that. They tell me what the problem is, I fix it. I can come back and get that deal done. When a woman reject you, she just reject you and she gone. What's the gain by dealing with that? I ain't never heard a successful man ever say you got to learn to deal with rejection from women. Any man who says that ain't got no money, I can promise you that. When you hear a man say you got to learn to deal with rejection from women, I bet he ain't got no paper. Bet he ain't got no paper. Boy probably ain't got 25 bands to his name. I can guarantee you he probably ain't got 25 bands to his name. Because when you get to a certain level of success and financial security, you don't view women the same way. Because there are women who will just throw themselves at you. If women ain't throwing themselves at you, it's because you ain't got no money. Hey, guys say all the time, you got to get money if you want the women. I don't get money because I want the women. But I know that when women see me and I look like money, they throw themselves at me. Not all the women in the world or all the women in the room or all the women in the environment. But there are going to be some women that I'm attracted to that are going to throw themselves at me, man, when I look like money. Listen, I can have on anything. I can have on an unsubscribed shirt, man. Throw on my chain, throw on my piece and chain and my pinky ring, show up anywhere. Hood chick, educated chick, lawyer, doctor, you name it. Because I jump out something clean and I show up blinging. And you know what they say? Their conversation piece always is, man, that's nice. Is it real? That's how they strike up conversation with me. That's their attraction confirmation sign. For anyone who is asking, what's attraction confirmation? That's an attraction confirmation sign. She don't care if it's real or not. She just want to strike up some with the man that came in blinging with the chain on. I could be in a bank. I could be in the courthouse. I could be in my lawyer's office. I could be at a museum. Wherever I'm at. If I'm shining and reclining, some woman gonna come up and say something. What do you do? What do you do for a living? Like, that's really nice jewelry. Looks really expensive. What do you do for a living? Know what I say when they ask me what I do for a living? Should I just make money? Well, how do you make money? Just however I can, Shawty. However I can. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes my way that I can use my talents for, I just monetize it. That's all. Man, you sound like a really smart man to just be able to monetize things. I said, baby, you don't know the half. If you get to know me, I'll blow your mind. I promise you. You cocky too. I like that. I ain't cocky, baby. I just know what I bring to the table. I know who I am. And I know that I'm the most amazing man you ever met in your life. You ain't never met a man like me. Well, how you know who I met? Because I know I'm the only man like me on the planet. Have you met me before? You know, I ain't never. Okay, well, you ain't never met a man like me. I'm the one. I'm the one. You remember when you was a little girl and you used to have that dream about the White House and the picket fence and all that right there? And there was a man there with you, but you could never see his face. You see his face now. I'm him. Icebreaker. She is sold. Because no man has ever said, I'm the man you wanted your whole life to her. You know what these man? You know what they saying? You the woman I always wanted my whole life. You're the most beautiful woman I ever seen. I'm telling her, I'm the most beautiful man you've ever seen. I'm the most amazing creature you've ever known, shawty. I know I am. Tell the truth about it. I'm just who I am, man. Attraction confirmation opens up all types of things, man. All types of scenarios when you're dealing with a woman. Attraction confirmation is boy, it's a mother sucker. I ain't lying to you. That's confidence. That's what confidence is. I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know she ain't never met a man like me. And I can let her call some women and talk to them and tell her, I'm going to tell you, you ain't never met a man like him, for better or worse. It ain't all good. I'm a hard man to deal with because I stand my ground. Most men don't stand their ground. Woman meet a man, he talking about one thing in the beginning, later on down the line, he compromising everything. Let the woman talk to him any kind of way. He done stop putting on ice about anything. He won't put on ice for nothing. I put on ice for anything. A year down the line, she's still getting put on ice. Why? Because it's an effective mode of punishment and correction. Women must be corrected. And the proper way to correct them is to punish them in a way that's effectively making them remember how valuable you are in their lives. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, man. If we going to call it game, can't nobody touch me, man, in this. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Can't nobody touch me when it come to game. And so I don't even talk about game because it ain't nothing to talk about. Game ain't to be sold. Game is to be sold, rather, not told. So I don't talk about game. I just talk about how I deal with women. You can try it. If it works for you, cool. If it don't, fine. I'm not going to tell you how to deal with women, how to get women. I'm going to tell you how to be the man that you want to be and make the women in your life fit into that. Everybody ain't going to talk to women the way I do. I talk to women that way, man, because I'm me. Man, listen, I got a partner, man, the smoothest cat you ever seen, man. He get the same results, but he do it a totally different way. He more likely to tell the woman, well, I involve myself in whatever profitable things that I can think of. And that's why I'm in this art gallery. I was thinking about maybe getting involved in some of this. And you look like a woman who is on the ball. Well, tell me something. What can you do that I can help you monetize so we can both get paid together? Well, I do this, blah, blah, blah. So that's perfect. I have a scenario for that right now. Now, what we should do, let's talk over dinner. How about you prepare dinner for me and I'll come over and we can sit down and talk about it in your comfort zone, because I don't want to overwhelm you with the energy that I possess. And I'm telling you, it will overwhelm you. And I want to play fair. I want to give you a chance to know me fairly and squarely without being overwhelmed by the positive masculine energy that's going to be in your presence. So what day is good for you? Well, I work on such and such and I'm off on Saturday. Saturday's fine. Saturday at 7. I'll be there at 7. Give me your address. Put all your information in my phone. Bam. Put the information in his phone. Before you know it, he done set up a date at a broad crib for her to cook for him the first time they meet so he can sit down and talk to her about how she can help him make money. I come from this, homies. My partners come from this. I don't play about this, bro. When I talk about putting the ism in the square world, I ain't playing no games. It's different. There are plenty of pimps in the game who can't put it in the square world. Because there's other ways you got to deal with women in the square world that you can't deal with women in the square world like you deal with women on the turf. And most men can't make the transition. Fortunately for me, I was taught the game by pimps on the turf, but I always been in the square world. I dibbled and dabbled a little bit, but that ain't the way I want to do it. That ain't for me right there. Because I've always been called by God, so I always wanted a woman that I could respect as a woman. I tried it, but I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't happy with a life with women going out making money like that, man, and coming home to me. I wasn't happy like that. I got too much God in me to be happy with that. But I did dibble and dab. But it wasn't for me, man. I applaud the brothers who do it, man. Cause it take a certain mindset to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? For me, like I ain't want those women, man, trying to get with me, trying to touch me, man. Like, Shawty, you been out all day doing this. So that part of it ain't for me. So I said, let me take what I know and just apply it to the square world. I'll admit that. The game on the turf ain't for me. Honestly, man, you got to be a pretty sick individual to play that game, bro. That's real talk. You got to have some emotional damage. You got to be scarred to play that game. And I ain't that scarred. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, though. You know what I'm saying? Checking the trap a little bit, man. That was fun. But the rest of it, bro, it wasn't for me, man. And I'll admit that. I ain't going to never tell you, man, that I was out there in the game, deep head in like that. I tried it. It wasn't for me. But applying this into the square world, man, me and my partner been doing this, man, since we were 15, 16 years old, man. We were practicing when we were 15, 16 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is perfected, man. Because here's the thing. When you talk to a woman, you say what you want to say to the woman. It ain't no certain lines you say to a woman. You see how I told you what I said? Didn't I tell you what my partner might say? That's something similar to something that I've heard him say before. But I mean, I didn't quote it for verbatim, but I what do you call it, man? When you don't say the exact words, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't find the word right now. But that's how you do, man. You got to say what you want to say to a woman. The problem with simps, they too busy trying to sell women on stuff that other men have told them to say. Well, this is what you say to the woman. This is what you say to the woman. Say this. This might work. Man, you got to talk to a woman with confidence. And the only thing you could be confident in is yourself, homie. All you could be confident in is what you dig from inside. I'm confident when I talk to women. I can talk to a 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 25-year-old. I ain't go no older than 40. Might not even go 40. But I seen a bad 40-year-old. Man, I can talk to whatever woman I want to. Yeah, paraphrase. That is, biz. I can, and I'm going to say what I want to say to her. And I'm going to say it in my way, not in that dude way. That's how he talk. I tell you, man, this because I want you to be who you are, man, and present yourself to a woman in the true essence of who you are as a man. That's what a woman gonna feel. You got to touch a woman's spirit, and you touch a woman's spirit by talking to her from your own spirit. That's how you get a connection with a woman she can't break. Put a woman on ice for a month, and she don't never even give another dude the time of day. And these guys checking their broad phone, man, every day. This is real, homies. This is the reality of the scenario. So I don't talk about game, man, because when it come to game, man, when it come to getting in the woman's brain, man, and maintaining that position in her brain, maneuvering her however you want to maneuver her, man, come on, man. We ain't going to talk about that no more, man. I'm done with that, man. Let's get ready to get ready. We got about 10 more minutes, man. Let's see, man. I got a couple super chats up here. Quite a few, as a matter of fact. Let me catch them up. Man, I hope I ain't missed nobody, man. I can only scroll back up to get to Collins Nosa. Got to be scarcity mindset with some of these fellas, man. They don't think they can get any better sometimes. A lot of these guys don't think they can get any better, man. A lot of these guys, man. I got homies, man, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, homies that I met recently, man, that they in a situation, man, with women, man, they know don't deserve them, man. They still trying to figure out a reason to stay with the broad, man. But you can't do that. Chief, stand still, man. Appreciate the $10 super chat. What up, Dr. POA? Great message, fam. The verbal assault of facts that you deliver day after day is a marvel in itself. Bless up. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag bless up. Salute. You know, the reality of the scenario, man, we got to live the life we want to live as men. That's us, dog. We do what we want to do. Life is a beautiful thing when you dictate what you do, man. B. Ross, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Relationships are a game, the women and the fantasy, the simps. It all ends when the modern wedding starts. Hey, man, that's the end of the game for a woman. That's why women change when you marry. Yerme Yahoo Yisrael, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. CDC, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. When I was in the oil field, one woman said, "You look and smell like money." Hey, man, that what oil smell like to me too, bro. Marcus Sneed, appreciate the $50 co-sponsorship, my brother. I appreciate you. Salute. Let me see. CDC, appreciate the super chat, man. I had to get back to follow God. I'm at the age 33. I had to learn excellent material. Have to, man. You know what I'm saying? The younger you learn, man, the quicker you earn the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Michon LeBron, man, appreciate $10 super chat. What this brother is speaking, I remember hearing it and applying as a teen where you just spit that fire. Somehow along my journey, I've forgotten and have lost my way. Thanks, BOA. Hey, brother, that man, we all need that refresher course sometime, brother. I appreciate it. We always need that. We all need that refresher course, man. Like guys ask me, man, who I listen to, man, when I'm listening to content. Bro, I listen to BOA every day. I'm going to be honest with you. I got BOA live streams for 2018, man, that I put on lockdown as soon as I recorded them. Y'all ain't even heard them yet. I'm going to start leaking them out to Patreon, man, here recently, man, here soon. I'm going to start leaking them out to Patreon. But I got live streams, man, that I did in 2018, man, that if you were in there, I'm talking about back when I had 30 people in the live stream. Back when I had 30 to 50 people in there. You know what I'm saying? We just had 1,050 in here. So we talking a long time ago, man. And only 30 people heard those live stream, or to maybe 30 to 50 people heard those live stream. Because as soon as I was done, I took them down. So I got some gold material, bro, that I ain't even released yet. I'm talking about hundreds of live streams. Literally. Not hundreds, but I probably got maybe 125 live streams that ain't even dropped yet from 3 years ago. That's golden. I'm talking about golden. I'm gonna start popping them out, man. I may start popping them out in bits and pieces on the channel too, man. Let's see what we got here, man. Osvaldo Lopez, man, appreciate the $50 sponsorship, man. The co-sponsorship, man, representing. I appreciate it, brother. High quality content, keep supplying that medicine for the soul. Dr. BOA, salute to you, brother. I appreciate the co-sponsorship, man. Fear the None, appreciate the $5 super chat, homie. Blizzy Burgundy, appreciate the $10 super chat, brother. Let's go ahead and get back in here, man, so we can bring this thing to a close here, man. Here's the thing, man. Women, the majority of them, are not loyal, but they act loyal. And here's the thing. They act loyal so much better than they actually are loyal that many men are jammed up thinking they got a loyal woman. But you don't. You don't have a loyal woman, but you can't tell the difference because all you ever been around is women who act loyal. Act loyal. A woman can act any way she wants to, brother. A woman can pull the wool over your eyes in so many ways. A woman can be cheating with your best friend, and your best friend stop coming around like you used to, and you wonder what he tripping on. And you don't even know that your woman is the reason he ain't coming around no more. Because she don't change with you at all. She makes him change. He the one that got to stop coming around because she's uncomfortable with him around now. Y'all done had a falling out before. Everybody done had a falling out with their homie before. You think it's that. He say something coming up in his life. He busier. Something going on. He got some things going on. You just have to accept that. But you don't know. The reason is because he knocking your old lady down, man. And she letting him. And you never figure it out until it hit the fan. Until your homie get caught up in that Jezebel spirit, and y'all done been separated so long from being homies like that y'all ain't tight no more. And he trying to take her from you now. And she trying to play both of y'all against one another. I've talked to men in this scenario. They are wonderful actresses, man. When you meet a woman, go ahead and give her her Academy Award. Because at some point, she's going to earn it. I can promise you that. At some point, she's going to earn that Academy Award. Now, granted, on the opposite end of the spectrum, the man who is willing to sleep with that woman is a bigger problem than she is. Because a woman can only do what a man allows her to do. And if you're not the man, then he's the man who is allowing that woman to do something that she shouldn't be doing. And we as men have to stop accepting this behavior and stop playing a role in this behavior. Because you are the type of simp that allows a woman to have a man at home that she's not satisfied with, probably because she's not satisfying him and she's not getting that energy in return. And then she comes to you and get what she needs from you that she ain't getting from him, which puts her in a position where she ain't got to never even try to get better with him, because what he ain't giving her because of her lack of ability to focus on what she need to be doing, you giving it to her. So she has no need to do anything. She don't have to compromise. So she giving him everything and giving you one thing, and got two men that together are giving her twice the pleasure, twice the fun, twice the resources. Now tell me who's at fault for that? The Jezebel or the simp? As men now, we're leaders. So the main responsibility has to always go to the simp. When I tell a woman I meet her and I say, look, baby, you can be my number one, but you can't never be my only one. There's always going to be a possibility that you're going to have company and some help to take care of me and my needs. She say, well, you okay with me having other men too? I say, hell no, I'm not okay with that. That ain't going to happen. Well, that's unfair. No, it's not. You're going to be completely, totally satisfied with me. You can't help but be that way. Me, on the other hand, I'm a man. You're going to need some help to take care of me. I'm trying to help you out. You know damn well that the stress of taking care of one man is going to make you want to quit. So I'm going to get you some help so you ain't got to quit. No woman deserves to have, man, very few women deserve to have me. No woman deserves to have me and another man. Very few women deserve to have me, just me. What woman is that deserves to have me and somebody else? Come on, man. For me and somebody else, it don't need to be at least 2.5 women. Let's round that up to 3. I got 2 of them. He got 1. Nag Kicker 1. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Thanks for the facts and energy. Dropping my taxes. Salute to you, brother. Magnificent Adrian, welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang, homie. David Fitzgerald, salute, brother. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Doc, we are stars. Thank you, bro. Hey, man, real talk, bro. That's what we are. We are stars, man. Shooting stars. We are the ones. We are God's chosen men. And we got to remember that. And we got to make sure the world and the women in the world deal with us accordingly, because we're not going to accept anything less. And that's just the reality of it, man. So, man, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. J Doe, appreciate the $5 super chat, 1000% facts, fam. Same here. I'll go one deeper. Have D down several dancers for free because they bras too. Had one cooking clean. Then she had to go. Hey, man, and that's it, bro. Because here's the thing, man. Man, I tell men this all the time. No matter how much value a woman brings to your life, do you really want that woman around you every day? What woman have you met that's so valuable that you want her around you every day? You haven't met one, because she doesn't have value every day. If a woman cooking and cleaning, what about that day you just want to make a sandwich? You don't need her to cook. She just cleaned yesterday. You ain't even been at home. Ain't nothing out of place. She don't need to clean every day. A woman don't need to cook every day. She don't need to clean every day. And even if you want to have sex every day, you don't want to have sex with the same woman every day. So tell me how. Tell me how. You need to have a woman around you every day. Every day? You don't need it. Doesn't benefit you. Doesn't work. C-Note, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Women always bring a dude around, they done bang, and introduce you like a friend or relative. Man, they have a tendency to do that, man. I've had that happen, man. I had a broad man bring me around, a family man, bring me around a bunch of people, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. And boy, she played the role good too, man. I was like, damn, boy, look how well she playing this role. And I'm talking about, man, every single night I was grudging her, bro. I'm talking about, man, listen, bro. I'm talking about, man, look, man, left her with a belly ache every night, boy. And she was just playing the role, man. I was like, man, let me tell you something. How can you trust women when you see the ability of the Jezebel spirit to dominate a room and convince the people in the room of a lie? A blatant lie. How can you trust the Jezebel spirit, man? You can't. And as men, we have to stop trying to. We have to accept the fact that the Jezebel spirit can't be trusted. Stop trusting the Jezebel spirit. Stop telling yourself that Jezebel going to be different for you. Stop telling yourself that your woman so good, she ain't got no Jezebel spirit. Stop telling yourself your woman so good that she is not built like other women. She is. That's why she has to be willing to submit to your leadership. If she doesn't submit to your leadership, she's going to do what they do. Your woman has to fear losing you. That's why we do these ice things. That's why you put her on ice to remind her that she can lose you if she doesn't get it together. Now, if she doesn't care about losing you, drop her anyway. You shouldn't have a woman that don't care about losing you, brother. CDC, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Jezebel spirit has took over the simp. It has, man. The simp is in bad shape. The Jezebel spirit has got him in a bad way, man. He can't help himself. Big Ree's 81, appreciate the dub sack, homie. Man, Doc, you always on point, G. Salute to you, homie. I appreciate that. There is no woman who is better than the other women. There's only a woman who is more submissive than the other women. Let me say that again. Let's wrap our minds around that. There is no woman who is better than the other woman. There is only a woman who is more submissive than the other women. And that's real. So let's get ready to slide on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. All the brothers with the co-sponsorships, man. All the super chat support, man. I appreciate it. All the brothers who hung out for the entire show, man, and got our number up to a good spot, man. I appreciate it. I will be back in the joint again tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna this whole week, we doing King Ray Ray and BOA every day. King Ray Ray, 12 noon. Central Standard Time. BOA, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to see how this works this week. If we make it work this week, we're going to etch this in as our time and put it up on the channel page every day, live, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'll throw in some regular content in there. As a matter of fact, got a piece of content coming up for y'all tomorrow. I'm editing that joint now. 5 reasons you should never let your woman have a male personal trainer. It's going to be good. But I warn you, feelings will be hurt. Because there will be some truth bombs in that piece. Salute to your homies. Appreciate everybody being in the joint. Big Rich, D. Flemings, SJ. Appreciate y'all brothers being in the joint, man. I appreciate all the support from the homies. Jaden, 455. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Now, my brothers, fear to none. I miss you, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Now, let's get into this thing, my brothers. Let's take care of the one thing we need to take care of, man. War-torn warhead, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Hey, man, Denzel and Samuel ain't got nothing on the act and the bill of the modern woman. Nothing, man. Nothing. Those boys could not compete with the modern woman, man. Let's slide out of here, man. But let's remind them the alpha's up, beta's down is indeed the motto. Peace.
Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself, besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-uppiness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-uppiness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto.